Now this morning, more than a dozen people in Vista are homeless. They don't have a place to go to because of this. A giant retaining wall collapsed.
Yeah, it left some apartments damaged and without water. CBS 8's Dana Marie McNichol joining us live from Vista now to explain the possible cause behind this huge mess, which you can see behind you.
Good morning, Eric and Etta. We're here at the Las Palmas apartment complex, and you can see the devastation is still really significant behind me. Hundreds of pounds of dirt and mud completely slid onto the sidewalk there. We're learning 4 families are displaced this morning, 16 people overall, but the Red Cross is helping them out. We spoke to some first responders who showed up at the scene yesterday afternoon right away. Take a listen.
Structural collapse of a bank with a mudslide that swept over a sidewalk and into the street.
Now, when firefighters arrived on scene here, they discovered several massive trees had fallen on top of 2 different cars. Now, residents are pointing to irrigation pipes that were buried underneath the area before the retaining wall collapsed. Now, residents we spoke to didn't want to show their face for fear of retaliation from the property manager. They tell us their apartment has been dealing with plumbing issues that sometimes even flood inside their home. Another resident we spoke to is blaming the property manager and says this happened because of a pipe that has been leaking for years. Of course, this is pretty frustrating. City crews have turned off the water at this apartment complex and are working with that property manager to continue repairs and figure out exactly what caused the mudslide, because again, they don't exactly know, but residents pointing to a leak that they say should have been fixed. So a lot of cleanup left to take care of here in Vista. There are cones making sure cars know that there are still areas of mud and debris in the roadway, but of course we're going to keep you updated in terms of that cause and what apartment complex residents say once they move back in. I'm Dana Marie McNichol coming to you live.